Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Arcane Season 2, Episode 1. Everybody's really excited about this. I'm really excited about this. My hopes are that they can live up to the animation. I hope they can live up to the standard of animation that they set in the first season, because that was what really set it apart for me. Like, the story was really good, but the visuals and everything, they were very creative with it, and that's what I really want to see.
I almost forgot how good it was. We just watched like the 5-minute like Netflix recap thing, and I was just like, wow, I forgot like how cool it looked.
Yes. Well,
So I'm excited.
we shall see what happens this time. Leave a like and subscribe. Uncut's on Patreon. Let's go. Oh, this thing again. Oh, the misery. Are we gonna pick up right when the explosion happens? Or right after?
Oh god.
We suspected that somebody used like a defensive shield capability or something. Yeah. Or defended, you know, that he was able to save them somehow. Her legs are just blown off.
Could you imagine?
Really? Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. Caitlyn's mom. She's gonna have a fucking field day with us. Victor.
Oh god.
Oh no, yeah, we thought that Victor might have been able to shield them. Are they actually gonna fully combine now? One explosion wasn't enough for you there, buddy?
I feel like that cannot be good.
Ooh. New. Ooh, I love the whole vibe of this. Whoa.
This is really cool.
I love that they updated it. Like she's like sitting in her mom's seat. That's foreboding. We say this every time we watch like a Western thing that they didn't change the title slot, but that's not standard in Western stuff, obviously. But I like that they updated the visuals of it. It was cool. Is Caitlyn gonna go dark mode now?
And we've been asleep in our posts. When my eyes are open, there will be no more fairy tales of peace until we scour our basement of its demons.
So kind of you to assist Councillor Sallow, Mother.
As we are at war, I thought it
Should've
prudent to
left
solicit
with this
the advice
guy.
of such an experienced veteran.
Let us address the matter at hand. Our people are scared, suffering. We use their division against them. Pin the attack on Jinx. Post a reward too substantial to ignore.
It's easy.
I'm sorry, Mel. I'm not comfortable trusting our fates to chance.
That's not chance. That's the way smarter move.
But I draw the line at Hextech. We have an ethos. Such force must be a final resort.
Agreed.
What?
Hey. You were right, Kate. Powder's gone. I can make this right. If you get Jace to fix the gauntlets, I can do this myself. No one else needs to get hurt.
No, no more reckless plans. My mother was right. My arrogance led me to take on more than I could handle, and she paid the price. They're sending all the enforcers after Jinx. I'm going with them.
Please, I have to help.
You can. As one of us.
Badge.
I can't wear this. I watched them kill my parents. Do you have any idea how that feels?
Yes, I do.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Very recently, I can say.
I thought you were
that,
on our side.
I relate to that. So gloomy and depressing.
Never forget that she broke out of prison and stole that jacket from some random dude, and it's become her whole personality. It's very much like Orochimaru. Stealing the 16-year-old's drip and then just wearing it for the rest of his life. Another character. Cowboy.
You all right?
Applause break for the audience who understands who this is. He looks like an enforcer.
Lose someone in the attack?
In a way.
Now let's see what's
Where's
happening
Victor?
here.
What the fuck is that? What am I looking at right now? Is it like a Bacta tank? With Victor in it?
Floating around in there.
Same as before. Breathing. Pulse is consistent. Beyond that, your guess is as good as mine.
That's creepy.
Ooh.
Ah.
What's it doing to him?
Probably healing him?
The hex code has been evolving.
So freaky.
Hey, Sprout.
Like a stone swallowed in dark water. But then there's Jinx. Laughing. I want to tear that laugh from her throat forever.
Kate.
I just understand now. She thinks those gauntlets of yours will solve all her problems.
What if she's right?
What?
That may keep us alive, Jace, but it's not what will save us.
Vi?
What? Oh. That sounded like Jinx for a second. Who is this?
Who are you? Junior Officer Nolan. Maddie. And, it's written on your face. Are you just here to waste my time?
I
Search.
think you were wasting your time pretty good on your own.
You're something of a legend amongst the enforcers. Caitlyn
Oh,
made
God.
quite a scene at the station when they tried to deny your enlistment. If every enforcer had a heart like yours, we could take on Noxus itself. But then she threatened to withdraw her family's funding. Anyhow, I'm glad you're joining up. After the sheriff betrayed us, well, let's just say, it's nice to know there's still good ones left.
He's like pretending to be drunk and asleep the whole time.
Like spying on their conversation. Just
Yeah. Clearly it worked. Yes, more public gatherings. Excellent choice. Perfect. Public gathering. Put up plenty of barricades. Plenty of barriers that no one can step over. Make sure there are no fire lanes whatsoever. The definition of this meeting could have been an email. Who are the masked people? Other characters, maybe? Or just Jinx?
The many privileges of serving as your counselor.
Wait, is that Jinx?
Now and again to stand behind, joined together not by birth or dictum, but by all that we share. Our curiosity.
This is so sketchy. I love how they flash the guard's tattoo after he closed the door, like just to show he's a little bit edgy. I wonder if they're not even Jinx, or if they're her mom's like goons. They're gonna blow some shit up because they said they wouldn't use Hex Tech. Should've kept the badge.
Should have kept the badge. This guy looks so sketchy. No one. Oh.
No, he doesn't. He looks like a cop.
He looks like a sketchy cop.
Awful, isn't it? Losing a loved one.
Oh, right. I didn't think this would carry over.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh god.
God damn.
Holy. Oh no.
All these fucking things.
Watch out.
Well, they nerfed themselves to try and be peaceful, but it doesn't appear to be paying off.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not looking good.
Holy fuck. Quick, Vi, kill it and take its gloves.
It's like a horror movie.
Yeah. Close enough. What is that?
I mean, isn't that just that giant one?
Is
that
it the
I saw
giant
earlier?
one? I thought it was an even bigger one that they're...
Oh god.
Oh, it is just the giant one. It looked way bigger if it went through the windows. Come on, fish person.
Not quite.
Is he paralyzed now? That'd be crazy. Oh, big man. Oh shit. He's got a riot shield? Are we seeing team comps? Is that a thing?
Imagine if I goes and gets the gloves by the time she comes back. It's all over. Everyone's just dead.
So the gloves maybe aren't even fixed.
My son.
Oh, there you go. Unless they are. Oh, she got the hammer. Wait, who else is gonna come in? It's gonna be like Echo? Oh, you didn't twist it right! whatever her name was, I keep forgetting her name. Yeah, these people.
Oh.
They're all like warriors and stuff. Whoa! Holy fuck!
Damn.
She's got the MF Doom, Doctor Doom mask. Is that it? No. Jesus.
I need a few more of those statues pretty soon. I want to live here. That looks so cool.
I know you doubt the merit of your birthright, Caitlyn. There's wisdom in that.
Birthright?
But remember,
Birthright?
you're a Kieran.
Whoa. Did her family, like, they were some of the founding members of the city or something?
Whoa.
All these plague masks and shit.
Never in our lifetime.
Or is it teasing her, like, superhero costume?
Things into the ceremony.
I wonder.
I thought we took every measure to secure it.
Unless her mom is, like, letting them in.
From someone up here.
We can't afford any
She's
more
letting them in
hand
so that they use hex
If we
tech
do not
more so
defend
she can
ourselves
take
with
it to
hex
wherever
tech,
she wants to
our
go.
Principles will mean nothing.
We aren't prepared for a full-scale invasion. The Undercity's attack proved that.
This is a closed council meeting.
I am a decorated officer, leader of House Kieran. Address me with respect, or keep your mouth shut.
She's like, oh, fuck.
Mint is on with 3 objectives. Locate Jinx, dismantle Shimmer, and neutralize any agents still loyal to Silco.
What makes you think you'll fare any better than our forces today?
Because I have a magic
Prizes
gun.
of our own.
Whoa.
It is a team comp. Oh shit!
Damn. Cool as hell.
He just went back on on his promise to Victor. This is gonna be great. And is Victor gonna wake up and be pissed off because he broke his promise?
I mean, will Victor even wake up and be Victor?
We don't know.
At this point?
Yeah. His eyes are gonna be a crazy color. Oh, never mind. Oh. What is this trap with feathers in it?
Creepy music.
What's his name? There's gonna be more of those giant. Oh, I thought it was gonna be axolotls. Is he jungling right now?
Weird.
What'd you think of the first? Oh. What'd you think of the first episode?
I feel like that was a really good kind of like reintroduction into everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also really liked the OP. I liked the, I don't know, kind of had a different vibe to it. Like it was a little I don't know, very very artistic and like less on like,
It was more character focused,
yeah, like
less than
not like cool guns or like I don't know, just very like kind of reflective. I guess I like that a lot. And this whole like intro sequence with the black and white and everything, that was really cool.
Yeah, it feels wrong because I think we're supposed to watch all 3 at once, but we don't have time at this moment. But a lot of this is a little bit like, I think it was a good intro to the first season, but it feels more like a sequel, or the second season. It feels more like a sequel than it does a continuation. And I felt like the whole mourning process, while necessary and obviously a big part of the characters and stuff like that, it felt like dramatic. I don't know. I guess not in a bad way. Again, it is like necessary to like do that for the characters. Otherwise, it just feels like nothing happened. It does seem like, why would they have this public gathering like right after they got attacked? Like, you know, like it just seems like, I guess, a show of strength. I understand why they might think that it's necessary in an in-universe way, but it felt to me like they needed to have a vulnerable point so that they could be attacked, so that there could be, you know, a response. A lot of the episode feels like it's kind of necessary. Like, it feels like everything, like, they have to mourn because it's necessary for the character development. They have to have this gatherings because it's necessary for the plot to develop. And all of that feels very, like, upfront and just what is supposed to happen. What was interesting to me is the underpinning of the political stuff feels like there's a real game being played, and there's pieces moving, and the fact that Caitlyn like rises to the occasion and sort of takes her like birthright of being the head of her house and stuff like that. I think it was really cool. It's going to be really interesting to see how Victor might react to them using hex tech so freely. And you could I forget her name. I forget where she's from or whatever, but the warrior lady. Yeah, it seems clear to me that she's like orchestrating this because her whole thing was she came here because they had hex tech and she wanted to like use that in her own campaigns in far off lands or whatever, or like other different things, because she's like the leader of warriors who does all this shit and they're really badass. So it seems to me like she probably is orchestrating this whole thing, or not even orchestrating, just like
really taking advantage,
just fanning the flames a lot, because it's working, because now they have like multiple hex tech weapons that they're going to be using. It's not as fast as she wanted, but it is faster. Yeah. And eventually it will go out of control, and the
yeah, because you can play it as like, oh well, just like this one like elite squad will have it, and they're all like, you know, trustworthy enough or responsible enough. You know, we're not just arming like everyone with it, but then it's like kind of a slippery slope, because it's just like, you know, eventually if it's effective and if it's the only thing that works, then you'll have to keep expanding it, and you know, it can get out of control pretty easily.
When she just slit the throat of that lady,
that was
oh my
crazy.
God, that was hardcore. Man, they just show up and handled fucking business.
Yeah.
And she seriously has like the Doctor Doom style mask.
Yeah, she's badass, but she's you know, definitely in it for herself.
It seems maybe I didn't get this as much in the first season because there was a lot more setup and context, but it seems like as we go forward, there might be a lot more game stuff, like a lot more, not even just references to the game, but I feel like a lot more going forward. There's going to be more expectation that we should have towards what we're going to see, which we don't have, because like a lot of people, I think the show was already made with like any video game, whatever adaptation, like even comic book adaptations or whatever, they're made with the knowledge that a big portion of the audience is carrying over from the source material. So then there's these moments that are sort of in a way fan service, but I feel like that's too flippant. Like it's more just that they're showing things with less context than they would if they assumed everybody was new. Some things are teased or alluded to or shown visually as like they're gonna know that this is this character, or they were setting up for this thing, and the hype around a visual cue or showing something is based on the idea that we know what is coming, and there's anticipation there. But if you're like us and you don't have any context for, you know, any things that they're hyping up, like this dude with the shield, I feel like they keep showing him, and I imagine he's probably some sort of a character. And the way that he's sort of alluded to, it's like, oh, if it's really funny the way he's acting, or it's interesting
Classic
seeing him.
guy.
Yeah, exactly. Classic that guy. And more we're going to be getting more of those things where it's less. Season 1 to me felt like there was some of that, but a lot of it was made for the normal person who didn't know anything. But since we're in season 2, I think that they're going to be relying more heavily on that sort of context and having that sort of context. And because I imagine we're going to be getting, it seems like they're building up for more conflict, like more fights, maybe. At least just the way this first episode's going.
Yeah, I think like another interesting thing is like the whole, you know, last season, I remember in like episode 1, I think, or 2 or something, of season 1, we had originally suspected that Jinx was gonna be like on the good guy's side and Vi was gonna be on the bad guy's side or something, and then we were like, oh, it's so cool when it switched. And then it's interesting as well now that like Jinx has like fully gone like crazy
off the deep end, yeah.
And now Vi is taking like the next step onto like the
she's an enforcer now.
Yeah, like joining up with the police, basically. You know, it's just interesting. Like they're you know furthering apart.
Yeah,
the squad does look super sick though. I have to say, and I'm excited.
Is League 5v5? I thought it was, for some reason I thought it was 6v6, but I don't know. I just hope that there's still room for like being fresh and not knowing anything, because we had the opportunity for ourselves to like go and look at lore stuff, like, as everybody who reacts to the show or watches the show, the season 1 was like an ad for the universe. So it's like you watch the show, and then if you're a reactor, you make like a bunch of people made videos of like, oh, the world of League of Legends, or these characters, or this place in the world, and cinematics and lore videos and backstory stuff. And we didn't want to do that because we wanted to stay fresh for season 2. And I hope that wasn't doesn't turn out to be a blunder on our side, where we're going to be, I mean, obviously we're not going to know a lot of stuff, but I hope that, I hope that the show doesn't too much lean into, people are going to get it because they know about this character. Obviously it's so ubiquitous, this thing that is so League of Legends, and so we don't even need to say anything, because if we show somebody giving a wry look at the mention of cheese, then people will know that this person in cheese makes nuclear bombs out of cheese or something, like shit like that. Like I hope that they don't. They're gonna lean more into that, but I hope that it's still enough to follow, and I'm not sitting there like I'm missing out on a joke the whole time. But it's a fine line to walk, to be fair. To provide that without being too annoying, because like a lot of people, it is League of Legends, like one of the most popular games in the world, so a lot of people are going to know what's going on. But I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good. There was a lot going on, and it was very good.
Yeah, I felt like that as like a first episode back, I felt like they had a good kind of balance. Like this first part was like very slow, and like people were just kind of like dealing with their emotions and stuff, and then we have like a crazy fight, and then it's like hyping up like the next thing. Like we have like sort of like everyone like grieving, and then another, like it just gets worse, and then they're like, all right, now it's time to roll out. And this was super interesting, this whole
the whole backstory about
like they
her
have like
family.
this like library of like secret knowledge, I guess, that can only be accessed by this key. It's very interesting.
I think it's just a key to her family.
Yeah, it's just cool, like the way that it like.
It looks like they uncovered, or it is them building the city. Like it looks like her family are the main, like some of the main people who built this city on rock and roll. And through seeing all of that, she like reconnects with her past or whatever, with her legacy and shit. I didn't know she was like some kind of a princess or something. But yeah, and again, like this is kind of what I'm talking about, where like I feel like this is a big moment for Caitlyn, her backstory. When I'm playing her in the game, there's all this, if you look at the lore for her, it's like it's her family history, and this. I can kind of intuit that that's what's going on here, but like I think the point of it is to get people hype who know all of this, who know all the lore, and like, oh yeah, that and this and that and this. And then you see, I imagine she has like some sort of a plague doctor style, like Percy from
that'd be so cool.
Fucking Vox Machina type, mask and gun, like steampunk style thing going on. Is like that kind of aesthetic. And I think in this moment there's like the projection on her face that's kind of like that, with a sort of a beak. I think that they're like teasing things that like I can see that because I'm looking for it, but I think it's for people who know, yeah.
Still cool though, and all this stuff with Victor is
Victor's very interesting. Victor's interesting because he's gonna wake up, and if he has any remote, attached, if he's still himself, then he's gonna be pissed off. Like the last conversation they had was like, we can't do this. You cannot use hex tech. Like I'm using it because I'm trying to like fix myself or whatever.
Like addicted to it at this point.
Yeah, he like can't live without it, and it's it's a conflict for him. But using it for the way that they're using it is not what he wanted, and that was like the last conversation they had. And then Jason's breaking his promise. We'll see how that goes. And then Buddy over here, is this like Cerberus? I made the joke that he's jungling. I wonder if that's literally like what's going on here. Because in like games like this and MOBAs and stuff, there's like the lanes where people like meet in combat, and you're supposed to get as far as you can to each other's base, and then in between like the main roads, there's these like, it's called the jungle, where there's like monsters or things that you can farm.
Oh, like in that game that you were playing?
I haven't played League, but I've been playing Deadlock, so I've learned a little bit about like, I have some more context about that type of thing, like the gameplay style and how that's referenced, because I think they called the Undercity like the lanes or whatever. last season, and I connected that. But I think that this is maybe a reference to that kind of a thing. Like he's going off the beaten path and then killing like a monster in the woods or
So he can
poisoning
level
it.
up.
I think he might be actually capturing it so that he can experiment on them, or like infuse them with his shimmer. But I think the idea is that they're relating it to kind of the gameplay a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
interesting.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Me too.
I have a couple things I'm wary about, obviously, but I overall I'm excited, and I think that this is. I wish we could watch the rest of them right now.
Yeah.
I feel like they're shorter too. Oh, I guess they're all the same.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
So, yeah.
Dub. Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye bye.